Okay, picture this. It's the chaotic summer of 1947. British India is being split apart, and in a forgotten corner of the Himalayas, a really daring military coup is about to go down. We're diving into the story of Operation Datakel, a secret plan that literally redrew the map. It sounds like something out of a spy movie, right? But this is exactly what happened in the Gilgit Agency. So the big question we're going to unpack here is, how did a small, determined group manage to outplay a much larger force and basically take over almost overnight? And this whole thing happens at a crazy pace. We're talking about just 4 months. It all starts in July with a new commander arriving on the scene. By October, a secret plan is in motion. And by November, a whole new political reality is born. So how'd they pull it off? All right, so at the center of all of this is one man, Major William Alexander Brown. He's a British officer, and he's just arrived to take command of the Gilgit Scouts, a local paramilitary force. Now, look at the date, July 29th, 1947. The British are leaving, and the whole region is on a knife's edge, trying to figure out what's next. And get this, just 2 days after Brown even shows up, the official handover happens. The British flag comes down, and the flag of the Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir goes up. The new man in charge is Brigadier Gansara Singh. Now, for the local population and the Gilgit Scouts, who are almost all Muslim, being handed over to the Hindu Maharaja, well, you can imagine, this was a huge problem. So let's look at the two sides here. On one side, you've got the Gilgit Scouts, just under 600 local guys who are really pro-Pakistan. And on the other, you have the Jammu and Kashmir State Forces, a bigger unit, 700 men strong, loyal to the Maharaja. So the Scouts are outnumbered. But here's the thing. They had the home field advantage in a cause they truly believed in. And that cause was crystal clear. The sentiment on the ground was just overwhelmingly pro-Pakistan. I mean, Brown's own officers, they'd already taken a secret oath to join the new country. The powerful local rulers, the Mirs of Hunza, Nagar, they made it known they were with Pakistan. Even the British political agent who was leaving basically told Brown, hey, this place, its future's with Pakistan. The stage was set. But Brown didn't just take their word for it. No, he did his own homework. The guy was basically a one-man intelligence agency. He gets on his horse and rides alone through these super rugged territories, meeting with local leaders, talking to his own men, and confirming for himself that, yep, the desire to join Pakistan was real and it was intense. So in September, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. An old buddy of Brown's, Captain Jock Mathewson, shows up. And with a trusted partner on the ground, that's when this vague idea of a rebellion really starts to become a real, solid plan. And they even gave it a name, Operation Datakel. Now, this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment thing. Oh, no. This was a detailed plan, a break glass in case of emergency kind of deal, worked out by Brown and Mathewson. And it had one single trigger, the moment the Maharaja of Kashmir decided to join India. And here's where it gets almost funny, just how clueless the other side was. In October, Major Brown just casually visits the J&K forces at their main base. And in an incredible stroke of luck, they give him the grand tour. They show him everything, their troop positions, their armory, even their main ammo stash. Brown is literally casing the joint, and they have absolutely no idea. And then it happens. At the end of October, the news they've all been waiting for breaks. The Maharaja has officially joined India. For Major Brown and the Gilgit Scouts, this is it. The trigger has been pulled. Operation Datakel is a go. Okay, so it's Halloween night, October 31st, and the plan kicks off like clockwork. Step 1. Brown's trusted local commander, Subedar Major Babar Khan, surrounds the governor's house. Step 2, they cut all the telegraph lines, completely isolating Gilgit. And Step 3, a platoon moves out to block the main road, cutting off any chance of reinforcements. Now, the takeover wasn't completely clean. As the scouts surrounded the house, someone inside fired shots, and a young soldier, Sepoy Amir Hayat, was killed. He was the first casualty of the rebellion, a tragic reminder that this wasn't a game. These were real stakes. But that resistance didn't last. By the next morning, November 1st, Governor Gansara Singh knew it was over. He surrendered. He was taken into protective custody, and just like that, the Maharaja's authority in Gilgit was gone. Wiped out, Objective 1 complete. Okay, so the governor's captured, great, but the real threat is still out there, that 700-man garrison at Bunji. So the next phase was all about preventing a counterattack. Small, fast units of Gilgit scouts were sent out to grab all the strategic choke points, especially the bridges at Jaglat and the super important Partab Pul Bridge. And these little skirmishes were fast and brutal. Over at Jaglot, the Jan K commander there was killed in the fighting. And at the Partapul Bridge, a local commander named Havildar Nadilo sees an enemy column coming, and he makes this genius move. He just sets the wooden bridge on fire. Boom! Advance halted. So now the main enemy force is stuck, their leaders are gone, and Brown pulls off a really smart move. Instead of ordering a bloody fight, he persuades the captured governor, Gansura Singh, to write and sign an official letter ordering his entire force at Bunji to surrender. And you know what? It worked like a charm. The morale at the Binji base just completely collapsed. A bunch of the Sikh soldiers tried to run for it, but they had nowhere to go. In the end, more than 150 of them actually walked back to the base and surrendered. It was just a total collapse. So just 2 days after the coup began, on November 2nd, Brown makes it official. He holds a ceremony at a historic local tower, and he raises a brand new flag for Pakistan, one that had been sewn just days before by the Scouts' own tailor. I mean, what a moment. And they didn't waste any time. The move to a new government was immediate. They set up a provisional government run by the local officers who had led the whole thing. The Gilgit Scouts got a new name too, the Gilgit Azad Forces, which means the Free Gilgit Forces. After that, the dominoes just fell one by one. The mayors of Hunza and Nagar sent their official letters joining Pakistan. Other local governors all pledged their support. And then finally, on November 16th, Pakistan's first official representative flew in to make it all formal. Operation Data Kal was a complete success. So you step back and look at it. A British officer, a few hundred local soldiers, and one really well-made secret plan. The whole thing was a stunning success, and its consequences are still felt today, locking this remote mountain region right into the heart of the Kashmir conflict. It's just a powerful reminder of how the grand sweep of history, sometimes it all comes down to a few determined people in the right place at the right time.